All right, let's get to the audience. Our first question comes from Benjamin Grazel. He's an undeclared voter who voted for Joe Biden in 2020, but he says he's currently supporting you. Benjamin.
Hi, Benjamin.
Hi, Governor. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Why won't Trump debate you, and what would you say to him if he did?
Well, I think, what we've seen is he does tend to throw a temper tantrum, when there's not a reason for me to respond back to it. I would love for him to debate. That's what I've said this whole time. I think it's good for voters to be able to see what their options are. But this is the similarities you're seeing with Trump and Biden. Neither one of them will debate their opponents. And I think it's very telling that we're dealing with more of the same. More of the same where you've got these incumbent presidents that think they don't have to show you the differences between them and their opponents. I think that's the problem. I think that's exactly why we need new generational leaders. This election's very much going to be, are we getting more of the same, or do we want to go in a new direction? More of the same being that 70% of Americans have said they don't want a rematch between Trump and Biden. The majority of Americans have very high disapproval numbers for both Trump and Biden. Trump and Biden both spent trillions of dollars that put us in debt that our kids are never going to forgive either one of them for. You look at the fact that we want to get them focused, but right now, do we really want to have two 80-year-olds running for president when we've got a country in disarray and a world on fire? And then you look finally at the fact that they are so distracted by their own investigations and by their own grievances that when I think about my kids, I want a president who's going to be focused on what we need to do to fix the economy, what we need to do to secure the border once and for all, what we need to do to make sure we get our kids reading again and going back to the basics in education, what we need to do to make sure that our country is safe. Those are the things. We don't need people that are distracted. We need people who love America and realize if your time is gone, move out of the way and let a new generational leader come in and start to fix things.
So, Governor, in recent days, Trump has waged some particularly personal attacks against you. He's promoted the idea that because your parents were not U.S. citizens when you were born, they're immigrants from India, you aren't eligible to be president. To be clear, that's not true. You are eligible. And he's also highlighted your given first name, Nimarata, which he misspelled. But beyond that, you've gone by Nikki your whole life. It's your middle name. How do you respond?
Well, first, I am the proud daughter of Bamberg, South Carolina. So I love my sweet town, and I'm proud to say I'm from there. So that's the first question. We can throw that out the window. And look, the name calling, I know President Trump well. That's what he does when he feels threatened. That's what he does when he feels insecure. I don't take these things personally. It doesn't bother me. I know him very well, and this is what he does. I know that I am a threat. I know that's why he's doing that. So it's not going to waste any energy from me. I'm going to continue to focus on the things that people want to talk about and not get into the name calling back with him.
I want you to meet... Okay.